It's just a shame that he's only took to boxing so late on in his career. He would have been a great asset to the heavyweight division if he'd have come over early.
This is Jonathan Aggoff here for Pro Boxing Fans, joined by trainer Shane McGuigan. Shane, we're a bit pressed for time here, but we're here at the Chris Billam-Smith Mateusz Masternak press conference. I believe it was you or Chris said in the press conference, this is his hardest fight on paper. Why is that, in your opinion?
Chris said it, but I can agree with it. I think it's someone that resembles himself a little bit in terms of toughness and determination, and also just being a well-rounded, complete fighter. So definitely completely different style to someone like Lawrence Coley. He'll work with you in that middle range. He'll work with you in that short range. He's got a higher punch output, but it's a winnable fight. It's a winnable fight for Chris. I think, take the world title away, I think it's a fight that we would be happy to box Masternak. It's also a very good learning fight for him.
I guess some of the naysayers might say, well, his best days were against Bellew, which was quite a few years ago, but does the fact that this is his first world title shot kind of counter that argument? Because he's going to be as hungry as they come.
Yeah, did he not box Dorticus for a world title? I'm not sure.
I don't think it was.
The fight before, wasn't it, that Dorticus won it? Yeah, I think Bellew ended up going on to be a world champion. It was a nip and tuck fight. It was won in the last couple of rounds. He's one of those guys that keeps himself in such great shape and doesn't blow up and down. Like, he's probably able to do the weight at the weekend. You just can tell that he's a really disciplined guy, and he's got that Polish athleticism as well. So this is an opportunity he's been waiting for a hell of a long time, and I don't think miles have necessarily caught up with him. I think maybe activity is lying in our favour. The fact that we've boxed Chamberlain, Jojai, Okoli, and now here, and now Masternak, and we're boxing again in December. So he's only boxed once in the last 18 months or. So it's activities lying in our favour, but yeah, it's just one of them ones. We definitely can't take our eye off the ball.
Shane, quickly, what were your thoughts on the events in Saudi Arabia on Saturday night? Were you as surprised as everyone else how it played out?
Not necessarily, no. I thought that that pure athleticism of Ngannou. Yeah, he's 37. He probably would have been a much more athletic guy when he was in his mid-20s. But Teddy Atlas had mentioned that he did some work with him, and I said it on previous interviews as well, that he said if he'd have got him early, he would have made him a world champion. And when you hear that, the fact that the guy is picking things up. He has a great chin. He's got fantastic power, Ngannou. He has natural athleticism. He's lean, and he's got a bit of speed to him. So it's just a shame that he's only took to boxing so late on in his career. He would have been a great asset to the heavyweight division if he'd have come over early. But I hope he's in other big entertaining fights in the future, and he can get those deals. Keep raking in the money and getting it. So, but I definitely thought that he won the fight. Not definitely. I thought he won the fight. Watching it, I haven't watched it back. I can see where there's a massive argument because Fury was outworking him. Punch stats say that it was relatively even, but Fury was outworking him. He's active in between. He's feinting all the time. He's keeping someone on their toes and busy. And I think that's sometimes what sways really even rounds. So he definitely didn't win it convincingly, Fury. He nicked a few rounds, and that was it.
Just finally, Shane, Eddie Hearn said that he feels Fury's punch resistance may have gone. From what you saw, is that the case or not?
Definitely not, no. He always gets up. It's a dangerous man that always gets up. So he's been hurt. He got hurt by Steve Cunningham, who was like not even a big punching cruiserweight. Just perfectly timed shot. Those big guys, when they get hit clean, they go over. But always gets up and always finds a way. But he didn't really find a way the other night. He couldn't outman him. Like he did with Steve Cunningham. Got up and just mauled him. Same thing with Wilder. Like when you're hurt, I always say shorten the range. You can't shorten the range with a guy that's 6'6" or 6'7". 6'5", 270 odd pounds, whatever he is. He's an absolute unit. So yeah, I just think it was a bad matchmaking.
Shane, appreciate your time. All the best.
Cheers, mate.